So today we're gonna build some tracks. I'm gonna save those tracks as a track preset. You guys can recall these each time. You don't have to build this all the time. Yeah, as you can see, we got a blank Pro Tool session here. So let's start off by making a new track. Just start with one, and let's make this a stereo routing folder. And let's call this folder lead vocals. We'll call that routing folder lead vocals. So now what we'll do is it will be clicked on the routing folder, and we will make new tracks inside the folder. Okay, so let's make 5 new audio tracks, and I'll show you why. Go ahead and just create 5 new audio tracks. Okay, so the first audio track, we're gonna name this Mic In. Okay, and then the next one, I wanna name Lead Vocal 1. The next one, and I'm just clicking next, okay? Lead Vocal 2. Next is Lead Vocal 3. Next is lead vocal. You don't have to put lead, I just put L vocal 4. Okay, so now I've named all my tracks. So now what I want to do is I want to take this mic in and I want to change the color of this because it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to monitor this on 1 and 2, but the rest of these we're going to monitor on, we're going to send these to the lead vocal bus. As you can see, the routing folder I made, the input is the lead vocal bus. So let's go ahead and just change all of these. So now I've selected all these. I'm gonna hold down Shift and Option. And as I select one with the lead vocal bus out, they're all gonna change now to the lead vocal bus. Okay, so now you see that the mic in is still going to the monitor left, right. Okay, so this one is gonna monitor separate than all of these. And there's a reason for that. Okay, let's go ahead and make this one, medium. So what I want to do now is I want to add a reverb and a delay to the mic in. So let's go to the first send and make a new track on the send, and let's make it the lead vocal verb, okay? And it's going to go ahead and make an auxiliary track with the output and the input are selected together. And if you see this fader like this, to change that, just hold down the command key and click the letter. Then on the next one, let's do the same thing. Let's make a new track, and let's call this one L Vox Delay. I use DLY for delay. So this is the lead vocal delay. And it's going to do the same thing. It's going to create a fader out and a fader in. So here, you could go ahead and put your own, your favorite reverb. On your reverb delay, let's just use Dverb in this instance. And my delay, let's just use the first delay, let's use the air multi-delay. I'm not going to set any parameters on this just yet. We can do that, and as you save these things, it will save that. So with these, I can lower now notice that these are still going out monitor left and right. I still want to monitor these on the left and right. And the reason for that is that I want the singer, while he's singing, to have, this is going to be the record track. So while he's singing, he's listening to reverb and delay. When it comes time to hearing back what he has already listened to, I want to use a different plugin. I might want to use Xvox, or if you have Xvox, you can use Xvox. But same thing, you could have a different reverb and a different delay for listening back to what you've already recorded. I just have this reverb and this delay for while they're recording. Some might also want auto-tune on this, that they might want to have auto-tune on the track while they're actually singing. And that's okay. You can just leave that there, okay? So you can have that there. So these are things that you can set up in advance. So the cool thing about folders, as you know, is that you can minus these down. But there's other advantages to working with folders. Like if you want to solo just the vocals, just the lead vocals, you can do that. But you can also solo things inside the lead vocals, and they'll still play through the group, through the folder. Unlike running it through a subgroup where you'd have to solo the subgroup and then the thing on the inside. But that's different. So what I want to do now is I want to copy the lead vocal group with Shift Option D, and we will go make one copy of all of this, and it's going to make a copy of Auto-Tune as well. Let's change the name of this to BG Vokes. Okay, that's our new folder. Let's change the name of this to, we need to change the name of this to BG Vokes. So there you go. And then we need to change the output of all of our tracks, our record tracks, to be BG Vokes. All right, we'll do that. And then we will, we're going to keep the record track go into our 1 and 2 so we can just hear that, as well as our delay and reverb. We'll keep that just below the record track because the delay and reverb are there just while we're recording. Now, what I want to do here is I want to add 4 more of these tracks, and I'm going to show you why. All right, so let's add 4. Shift Option D. I've selected all of them. Shift Option D. Let's make 4 more. Okay, so the first 4 are going to be BG1, next track, BG2, next track, BG3, BG3, next track, BG4. Okay. So the next one after that, and we can change the color of the BGs because that way it'll be a little bit different. Select them all, select the color, and let's just change it to like a purple color. So it's something close, but whatever. Okay, so this next track, I'm going to call this Harm 1. Go to the next track, I'm going to call this Harm 2. Next track, Harm 3. Next track, Harm 4. So now I got 4 harmony tracks. I got 4 BG tracks, background tracks, and 4 harmony tracks. So generally, in a basic R&B song or basic pop song or basic hip hop song, in the chorus part, you might have 2 backgrounds. You pan them left and right, then another one in the center, whatever. If you want to stack, you could pan each one left, each one right. You could pan later in this scenario, but for now we'll just leave it like this. So what we'll do now is we can close this up. All of our inputs and outputs are correct. And we didn't change the input to, we could check the input to the mic in. It should be it's my input 1. So I'll leave that like that. So what I can do now is I can select these 2 things. Now what we're going to do is we're going to save this back as a track preset. And notice that it's got all of my routing for my mic in. It's got all of my routing. Oh, we didn't change this. We'll call this BG mic in. Okay, and that's cool. So let's say you want a different kind of reverb for the background. So let's just say we'll do that. We add a little high cut, and a little low pass filter on that, and then let's say you want a different delay setting for the background vocals. Let's just pick a preset. Let's just pick a triple delay. All right, so let's do that. So notice that we picked a preset for that. We picked that. All right, so we got the mic in. Everything looks good. Let's go back here and let's save this as. Select all the tracks that you want to save as a track preset, which means you're gonna have to select all the tracks, by the way, not just the groups, not just the folders. You need to select everything. So let's select everything. There we go. We got everything. All right. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna right-click or control-click on one of these. See right here where it says Save Track Preset. Let's go there and save this. Now, you can make your own folder. I'm going to put it in my user folder. I've already got a folder, user vocals. And I'm going to call this, let's call this lead and BG. Let's just call this lead / BG vocal folders. Okay, so that means I've got everything that I need in there, and I can see that these are my keywords, that kind of thing. Track data to recall. I just want to recall everything. You can pick and choose what you want to recall. I just happen to want to recall everything that's there, just the way that it is, the labels, everything. So I'm just going to click OK. It contains illegal characters. Yeah, Pro Tools is funny like that. It doesn't like that. It'll do a hyphen, not a / whatever. All right, so lead BG vocal folders. There we go. All right, so it saved it. So now let's delete all these. While we're here, let's just delete all these. So we're starting with a fresh session. So instead of having to take the time to recreate all these folders, all we have to do is go to make a new folder, and instead of creating everything, we just go down here to where it says track presets. Let's go to user, let's go vocals, and then we'll go to lead BG vocal folders, create, and it's telling me that I got the demo, and all those folders we just made are ready to go. Dude, I just saved, how long did it take me to build that, man? And I'm pretty quick. I was busy talking to you. I could have done it quicker if I wasn't talking to people, but that's pretty quick, and I did it in 10 minutes, made all the tracks and routed everything and got everything where I wanted it. And do notice too that it also gave you your presets that you liked. All right, we moved it over to a room. That one's a room. The other one is just a hall, and it saves your presets. It saves the way that you like things. What it didn't save for me, and I'm a little concerned about, maybe it was a setting that I didn't click, was the track heights. It didn't save the track heights the way that I wanted to. I wanted the vocal reverb and delay, the actual tracks. I don't need to see that. So I wanted to save those as micro. I don't need to see those. It just saves screen real estate for you while you're doing stuff. And then I didn't. So yeah, you can just make those like that as you need to, and then you're ready to go. That's how you save time, saving track presets. And then since you hung out with me for all this time, I'm gonna give you this track preset for free. Your free template Friday is gonna be this. It's gonna be your lead vocal, background vocal folder, ready to record, ready to go. Let's do this. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. My name is Donnie B. Have a wonderful weekend. We will see you guys on the podcast. Peace.